Hi everyone, it's Nat here. How are you doing on this dim Sunday? Um, right, I'm basically doing this video for two reasons. One, to promote and showcase one of Unique's amazing products, and two, to hopefully raise some awareness into mental health. For those that don't know me, for many years, in fact half my life, I have struggled and battled with my mental health. Only this year I finally got a diagnosis. I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and this creates many struggles for me in daily life. It affects how I interact with people. It affects my ability to deal with problem situations. It affects my moods. It's very up and down. And I know what you're thinking. Well, actually, I'm not a mind reader, but I can guess that you'd think, wow, I didn't expect that. She comes across as so confident. But believe it or not, this confidence has only mainly blossomed, I'd say, over the last 2 years, when I've spent a long time rebuilding myself with the help of therapy and medication and the support from my friends and family. I am very fortunate. So my borderline personality disorder has taken me to many difficult points. It has taken me to crisis points, and in those crisis points I have self-harmed. Now, I know it's a very difficult subject to talk about, and if you don't want to watch now, because it will provoke some very difficult feelings, I understand that, that's fine. But that's the whole point of this video, is I'm confronting the stigma surrounded with mental health. I'm trying to get it out there, because all too often you see, prejudice and stigma and misunderstanding around it. So I have self-harm scars. That's basically what I'm saying. It feels strange, because I'm not proud of what I've done in the past to help me deal with my issues, but I'm also not ashamed of it either. I have these scars, and if I didn't have these scars, I more than likely would not be here. It was my way of dealing with things at the time. So now, I'm a lot better, and I still have the disorder. I can just deal with it better. But I am left with these unsightly scars, and I'm sorry if that makes people feel uncomfortable, but it is how it is. You can always switch off, whatever. So anyway, back to my original point. Unique have an amazing concealer. I saw this product, the Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. Another Unique presenter was demonstrating it, and she used it to cover her tattoo. So that got me very intrigued. I was very interested. So I thought, would this be able to help cover my self-harm scars? Now, I'm not one to hide away from things anymore. Like I said, I'm not ashamed of my scars, but there are people out there that are ashamed, that are embarrassed, but it is what it is. People self-harm. People have different ways of dealing with different things. So I'm hoping that this baby can help those that do struggle, cover up their past mistakes, or their embarrassment or whatever. I don't see it as a mistake because obviously I've been through it, you know, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, because there's loads of times that I know that like I've bought a nice top or a nice dress and I've been a bit, well, I don't know if I want to wear this because people can see my scars. Now I'm not bothered, you know, if someone doesn't like it, basically tough. But other people, they might not have that sort of attitude towards it, so this is where this comes in. So this stuff, you literally only have to use the tiniest little bit. And I've got this concealer in the shade of Scarlet. That's the one that matches my skin tone. So here we go. As you can see, I'm going to put it on one of the ones that stand out a bit more. Let's have a look. So just dab in a little. And using my brush. Blend it in. What do you think to that? I think that's pretty impressive. And it's taken the redness away from it and it's less noticeable. I think it's great. I mean, look at the coverage on that. I hardly used any. Just little dabs. And just look at that. That is quite impressive. I'm going to try it on my tattoo. So that's my tattoo. I'm going to put a little bit. Just little dabs. Put a wee bit more on, just a tiny bit. It is very impressive. I'm literally only putting a tiny bit on and it spreads over quite nicely. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh god. So if that does that and that, let's use the excess on my other ones. Imagine what it'll do for blemishes and under eye bags. Pretty impressive. So yeah, I know there's people out there that struggle and find it embarrassing that you know they've got to that point where they're so overwhelmed with emotion that they have to do that. Hopefully this little product will help. Message me if you want any more details on price and availability, etc. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Bye bye.